Right now, I'm showered, my beard is freshly trimmed, and my hair looks all good and stuff. And I don't want to turn on my phone. Like, I don't want to, like... I need to know if this makes sense. I'm gonna ramble to my phone all day because writing does nothing. Or writing is just not, how I'm feeling today, I guess. But I have to, first of all, like, I would rather make myself look ugly. Like, this is why I, like, am, like, not showering and stuff. Because, see, like, I could, like, I guess, open to interpretation or whatever. I could either, like, stunt right now, or I could give off the impression that I think I'm stunting, or I could give off the impression that I think that, like, this is for my phone camera, right? Like, this is a concept that I need people to understand, because this applies to so much. I don't want to look good like this. Like, I think that I look good right now. Like, I feel like, I'm not saying I'm so hot, like, blah, blah, blah. But I think that I look good right now. Like, I'm showered. My hair looks good. For the most part, my skin looks good. My beard is trimmed. Shit like that. But the mentality that I have, like, the way that I frame this situation is that when I am, like, clean and showered and look good and, like, feel like I look good, I don't want to turn on my phone, and I don't want to address this. Like, right now, I feel like talking about this to a certain extent, and writing's not doing anything. I wasted a whole night trying to write, and I got nowhere because I don't want to fucking talk about this shit anymore. I don't want this shit to be existing anymore. But I'm taking away from the point that, like, I have to prove a point. I was going to go get some ketchup and, like, give myself, like, some pimples or something. And I got the bum sweater just as, like, a little statement, I guess, because like I said, I want to talk about this right now. But I would rather look bad than look good. And you see, like, the color difference that it made my skin look bad and everything. I would rather look like this on when I'm addressing this, and when I'm, like, on my, like, I would rather make myself look worse than look good, like, look presentable, look normal, because it will, I don't know how to articulate it, and I don't feel like I fucking need to or want to. But I literally would rather look bad than look good. And, like, either when I address this or just when I turn my phone on today, I literally did not want to turn my phone on because I, like, I felt like I looked good. Like, I'm clean and showered and shit, like I said. But I want to turn my phone on because I want to... I feel this need to tell this story or whatever, but I feel no desire to at all. And that's kind of what I'm talking about with, like, my appearance and stuff. I would literally just rather, like, people just think, like, I don't want to, like, I'm not at this point interested in trying to I guess like fix my image, or like repair my image, or what, like I'm not interested in that. Like I would rather, instead of being said, instead of being accused or giving off the impression, or anything like that, of trying to look good, I would rather look bad than that be like, oh my god, this fucking annoying ass cat, dude. Worse than Chunky. I want the option to be taken away from me to do this. Like, I want the option to be taken away from me for me to turn my phone on and speak, Scooter, go, and know that people are listening or people are watching. I don't want that option. You know, I was like, Scooter, I'm getting a pimple, so it looks like, so that should make people happy. That frustrates me a lot. Like, I wanted to work on Black Money last night. Like, that's all, like, that I want to do is work on Black Money, right? And, the internet on my computer, like, the Wi-Fi is, like, not connecting or whatever. And so I'm just like, oh my god, like, I don't want to, like, you know, I try to, like, fix it or whatever. And then it's just, like, the annoyingness of, like, it's probably, you know, interference of some sort or whatever, or just, like, just the fact, like, it won't fucking work, and that annoys me. I wanted to work on Black Money. But like I said, I feel the need to, tell this story. Mom? Why are there shadows? Scooter's dumbass. I feel the need to tell this story, and I feel no desire to at the exact same time. I do not want to, I don't want to, I keep saying this, I've said this for so long, and I stand by it. And even this, I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of having this option. I have something that I want to talk about that I don't feel like I can talk about. And that within itself bothers me. I can't, like, talk about it. I'm kind of high. I smoked a bowl. I smoked like 3 bowls. Oh my god, it's so fucking annoying. So fucking annoying. This concept that, so fucking annoying. Literally worse than Chunky. Hey, you. Go away. Devin has this attitude. He has this, like, he thinks that he has won, right? He thinks that he wins or is winning or has won or whatever. And like literally at this point, I'm fine with like losing, because losing in terms to losing in the way that Devin defines it is not losing to me. Like, and this is what I was trying to articulate, is that, you know, I was thinking about this post that Devin had that said, that was like, he was like, when you've investigated somebody's online and offline life behavior, that you, or life, that you know them better than they know themselves or whatever, and my pain is ready, and blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday he was saying, you know, because I watched the 3 videos that I've posted about this, and then of course had to like go fucking look, because, and this was another thing that I was thinking about too, because when I recorded a video on Sunday, I said that I was like, yeah, it could be cool to like turn on my phone and be like, look at this, look at that, but what about the times that I don't? The times that I don't are 100% of the time. And the times that I don't are 100% of the time. If I want to share something with the world, I'll post it. And if I want to be like, look at this, look at that, I'll message you. If I want to be like, Nevin, look at this, look at that, I'll message you. There is no like, there's never a time that I have like, oh, I hope that my phone is being watched right now. I hope that my computer is being watched right now. Like, there's never a time where it's like, oh, like, well, okay, that's a lie, I guess. But I don't want that option. That's what I'm saying. And that's so rare. It's so rare. Like, I don't want to do good, because I don't want to do good with anything, like, while being watched specifically by Devin Kaufman and Colin Grutman. I don't want to turn on my camera and look good, because the way that Devin Kaufman thinks is that like, oh, he's doing good, he looks good, he's showered, he trimmed his beard, he thinks he's so cute, he thinks he's so smart, he cleaned his kitchen, blah, blah, blah. I have to fuck up his day. Like, I gotta fuck up his day. That's the way that he thinks. That's an example for Devin. An example for Colin is like, if I do good on a video, if I'm doing artwork that looks good, that is good or whatever, that's gonna piss Colin off, and he's like, I gotta fuck something up. I gotta fuck his day up. I gotta fuck his work up. I gotta take his Wi-Fi away. Blah, 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 blah. So I would rather make myself look bad, and I would rather actually be doing bad than be either one, flaunting something which I would not. I have no interest in that. And I don't want to give off that impression, and I don't want to just open that up for fuck-uppery, like for buffoonery. It's like this Bagman Stin Twitter, which I think is really dope, and probably one of the most interesting things that I've found, because it's very limited what I look at now, both in both in frequency and in like broadness. I just look at the mains: Shay, Bo, Poncho, and Bagman Stin. That's about it. Um, but he like tweeted this funny tweet that was like, um, something. It was like he was like a British accent or whatever. I don't know if it was in response to my video on Sunday or not, but it's something about like just go get a job. And this is like, I could easily, and I've thought about this as well. I could easily like go buy another like trap phone, right, and just use it specifically to find another job. But then it's like, you know, these motherfuckers are gonna like find like why like you've ruined so much and gotten so much enjoyment out of it that it's almost easier for me to like stay in a not like progressive productive state. Like it's easier for me to be like, because that's the mentalities that you operate with, is that like if I'm doing good, you gotta fuck that up. Like you gotta fuck with it. Like you can't have me doing good. I mean, you've proven that. Like it, I want to more so than like I want to not talk about it. I want to not deal with it, you know. And then people ask, well, why do you like turn on your phone and record these videos? You know, why do you just like ramble? Why don't you just like, you know, tell the like, you know, you say like you'll tell the story and then you don't tell the story. I don't want to tell the story. I don't want to tell the story. I tried to hype myself up with it like in a few different ways. I tried to like, because you know, in order to like properly tell the story in an effective way, I have to go through a lot. I would have to go through my entire conversations with Paige, my entire conversations with Jessica. I'd have to just lay out all of this drama and just tell all of these little stories, like that list that I was working on of just all this like third person type shit that like nobody like knows about. Just this giant game of telephone, like all these little comments and all these little interactions and all this little shit. And I'd be calling out so many people, and I'd be like, you know, like it would just like it. What is the point of doing that? That does not. I have no interest in doing that. I would rather people just think what they think and this just end than like I said, like Devin, like I just want to lose. Like at this point, like just I want to win. I said this a couple months ago. Like just take your win and go. Like you had a status yesterday. You were like, you know, the debate is over. Like Nigerians, please. Like the debate is over. Like his manager's like given up on his bet. Whoever the fuck my manager is, if that was in response, this manager shit has been brought up a lot. This not so much recently, or possibly because I don't really read it that much, but there was a chunk of time where like this was a consistent like thing when I was reading through Cameroon all the time. Like you know, his management, his team, like whoever the fuck my management and team is has been fucking fired a long fucking time ago. I don't know who that's in reference to. Like what, like his manager gave up on our bet. Like my manager's been fired because they're making bets with you, Shay. Like that is like you're fired. That's not a manager. That's not a team. And you know you're like, you know, the debate is over. Like Nigerians, please, the debate is over. Great, like great, like when, when, because, and you know I was thinking about this as well, Greg, and his idea of like, or his like, you know, conundrum on two different aspects of it, or both aspects of like his conundrum. One that he's like dealing with, you know, he's dealing with the concept of fame, like having a large like audience on social media, and two, that it was something that he wanted or thought that he wanted, or whatever. I never was pursuing fame at all. And it's not something that I want. And if it's something like having an audience, I don't want just an audience, and I don't want to, there's a lot of references to this ideology. Like, it's like, well, you have this audience, like, take advantage of it or something like that. And it's like, I would, if I have an audience, for one, first of all, I want it to be what I actually want to be, like, presenting to the world, not like what time I wake up and what time I go to sleep. And I don't mean that in like a maintaining a false image type of way. I mean that in a I want to be doing my work, and I'm not interested, like, just having an audience is not desirable to me. Like, I'm not such a whatever, that it's just like, this is a huge misconception, and has been the entire time, that it's just like, I need attention, attention, attention. It's like, no, like, I want, like, if I want an audience, I want it to be an authentic audience that I like. I want the process of, like, building that, and watching it build, and interacting with them, and whatever. And I want it to be about things that I want it to be about, not fucking, I mean, what the fuck. So if it's like Nigerians, the debate is over. Good, the debate is over. Great, because the debate's been the problem. And I know that that will probably, like, piss people off or something, but it's like, and this goes back to, like, the Greg, like, grappling with fame, or you know fraction of that, or whatever, his little 100,000 followers, and how that was affecting him, like, mentally and stuff. It's bizarre to have to that's the most, like, relatable fucking video that I've seen about anything. That's the most, I mean, it made me uncomfortable. I had to, like, pause it. I was weirded out. I was all sorts of things. Like, that video was a roller coaster ride for me. And it's the most, like, relatable thing that I've seen. Like, it's the best way to, like, articulate the way that I've, like, felt, and the predicaments that I've been in. But it's weird to it's weird watching somebody go through that in such a similar way, and for him to have the understanding or the validation that that is what he's dealing with. And I, like, am also, like, trying to, like, grapple with that without even, like, it's very surreal sometimes, to, especially when you get little insights into the like, the depth and the scale and the investment and stuff. It's like, it's so surreal, so much of it. And you know, I've said this before as well, like, if, you know, and this is why it's frustrating to me that there is a narrative that I feed into this, or that I play into this, or that I should, or that I, you know, whatever, is because, like, it's not me. Like, I don't, like, I want to say that I don't, like, benefit anything from it, but I'm not trying to benefit anything from it. So that's why the negative has always outweighed the positive. That's why there's no, it's like, you see, like, I'm not, I don't feel like I'm saying anything. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. And I don't feel like I said, I feel this need to tell, I feel this need to tell this story. I feel this need to, I constantly feel this need and this impulse to, like, address it or whatever, but I have no desire to. Like, I don't want to turn my phone on and have the option to do this, like, ramble for 26 minutes. And the reason that I do this is because I can't turn my phone on without it, like, being watched and being a conversation. So, and, you know, I was thinking about this too as I was trying to write. It's like, I refrain from, like, I use this circumstance, the only way that I use this circumstance to an advantage, and it comes at the expense of, like, the disadvantages of it are way more heavy than this one aspect that I can, like, use to my advantage. I choose to do it this way. I choose to take advantage of the fact that I don't have to, like, go public. I don't have to actually go live on Facebook to be quote unquote live on Facebook, because I would not go live on Facebook and ramble like this, or talk like this, in the sense of, like, content, in the sense of, so it's an interesting realization to realize that the problem is that I was writing this. I wouldn't have, if, like, I wouldn't have to address this if this wasn't a thing. And if this wasn't a thing, I couldn't address it. And going through the motions of addressing it in a, like, official capacity, like, instead of just recording a video on my phone, I won't go live on Facebook and do this. And I can't be motivated and investigated to, like, I have no interest in even being right about the fact that Devin and Paige were, you know, just fucking sketchy shit. Like, fucking, you know, like, texting me, you know, as this. I have no interest in it. I have no interest in proving that to anybody. The only reason that I feel like I need to prove these things, you know, it's like, a camera, like a camera in my bedroom. I could, like, that could just be, like, a thing that happened. Like, the only reason that it's continuously a thing is because there's no conclusion to this. Like, I could so easily just you know, everything is so like meshed together that like I really am so tired of fucking Devin Kaufman. Like I'm just over it. Like I'm just over it. I'm over. I could make so much progress so quickly if it would just end. Like if it would just end, then it would so quickly fade away into into just something that happened, and it wouldn't be like there's there's the narrative, like move on, move on, move on, move on. And it's like I want to stop talking about the fact that there was a camera in my bedroom. I want to stop talking about I want to stop talking about Devin and Paige. I've said that for fucking months. We are never, like, with so many people, and this is, like, I want to talk about something and I can't. I can't, and that is frustrating. I can't, there are, like, so many aspects of this that are affected in ways that just is not, like, clear to people, that, like, honestly, look, let me ask you, what if I, like, even tried? What if I even, like, oh, look at me, showered, washed hair, like, looking cute. Let me, like, you know, get some good lighting and fucking, you know, stunt. That's actually a selfie because I am kind of stunning. But, like, that's not what I want to do.